Ladies, gentlemen, we are back with another episode of Can I Build an MMORPG like RuneScape using AI? So, let's get in. Right now, I'm actually working on a lot of animation updates. I wasn't very happy with how the game shows things to the user. Now, a few of those things that I'm referring to are, for example, fishing, firemaking, cooking, and combat. So that's what we're going to try and nail in this video. So what have we got so far? Well, I have made some big changes to combat, but I think I'm going to dive pretty quickly here. So we now have better hit splats and HP bar. To be seen if I actually like this. I mean, I like the HP bar. The combat feels more responsive. The screen shakes. There's a few good elements here. So I think I'm just going to probably leave it here and revisit. There's still kind of like the hit gets calculated before, and you know, you see the damage on the frog a bit late. Like you see his health bar go down, then you see the hit. We need to make sure that that doesn't happen. So yeah, we're gonna have a look at changing that. We've also changed it so that items now appear on the floor when you kill an enemy rather than just appear straight in your inventory. That's just a small little update that I think is nice. Players like to see what drops on the floor, and it gives them a chance to engage with the floor as well. Okay, let's see, what is Claude up to? Claude, you're working on the fire making animation. You're working on the fishing animation. Yep. So the idea is that I want, when he starts fishing, currently this is what happens, right? He just sticks the rod out and he's fishing. I want to see the, the real fisherman cast. So we'll check back in a second and see what Claude has cooked up for us. Before we check in with Claude on the animation updates, so I've been sharing the server. I have a private server running this game right now with some friends. So I think that it would be a good step right now for me to create a basic friend system. Now, basically, when I play MMORPG, something that it doesn't ever seem to show the user is when was a player last online. You don't see that in old school RuneScape. I think you probably see it these days on battle.net, but you didn't used to see it on the old school WoW friends list. So I think that that's a little feature that would be useful, so you can see when your friends last logged in and had a look at the world. Now, when you're creating prompts for Claude, you may not be the best at describing things. So what I sometimes do for some harder tasks that I want it to nail, like animations, I usually actually go to Claude to then prompt Claude. Now that sounds funny, I know, but here I've got a Claude desktop app open running Sonnet 5. And for example, I say, create a prompt for Opus 4.8. I want to create a tinderbox model with a fire making animation. And then I pasted what I was going to write to Claude, which is obviously not that much detail. And then it basically will spit out a much better brief for Claude. So what you'll see is a higher quality finish on what Claude will actually deliver. I've gone ahead and done the same for fishing, and I'm going to do the same now for when you're swinging your sword. Currently, you're just kind of doing this weird, I don't know what to call it, but we're going to try and get a nice little swing in there. Okay, now is the moment of truth where we try the fishing animation and the fire making animation. I really hope that Claude has cooked here, otherwise I'm cooked. So the logic is that you use the tinderbox on the logs and it will move you to the nearest safe tile and light a fire on the tile that you are standing on. Ooh. Oh. Very good. As you can see, the tinderbox was almost like a flint and steel with sparks, and the fire was lit. Let's watch that one more time. I think that was very nice. Let's can we zoom in more? No, we're already max zoomed. Okay. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now another moment of truth where we're going to check out the fish casting animation. Please be good as well. Okay. It's not terrible. I was expecting more over the shoulder action, and maybe that could be feedback to Claude, but it's better. It's better. We're getting somewhere. Then we're also working right now on a attack animation, and also we have the friends list. We've got friends now, but I'm on localhost, so I'm not going to have any friends that I can look for. I wonder if I can add myself as a friend. Of course. Claude is too smart. Okay, so we've done that. So let's go back and say the casting animation is great, but I was expecting a little more over the shoulder action with the, what, you know, like, yeah. Currently he just moves his arm back. Let's see what Sonnet 5 is going to cook up for me here. I don't want it to open there. I want it to show here. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll feed that feedback to him. Was it this one? No, this was the fire making, and this was the... Which one was this? No, this was the fire making. Ah, this was the fishing. Okay. Let's cook with that. And we're also making some UI updates. As you see here, you have to scroll on the UI, and it's a bit of a bad user experience. We're going to try and model from OSRS and have the icons appear at the bottom of the screen, just to have to give the player a bit more freedom of, you know, closing menus and whatnot. I can't remember, have we made changes to the cooking animation? That could be next. I would really like to see the player actually put the fish on the fire. So let's light another fire. Oh, so cool. So cool. Cook the fish. Yeah, see right now he just kind of leans towards the fire. Let's work on the cooking animation. Right now in the game you can cook raw fish. The player currently sort of just leans towards the fire and the fish cooked. I want a better animation of the player pulling the fish out of his pocket and placing it on the fire and picking it up when it's done. This is quite a big task, to actually pick it up when it's done as well. That's something that I will also work on for the fishing animation. So he has this, but when he catches a fish, I want him to then pull a fish out and then put it in his pocket. Where else is he going to put it? The hidden backpack of Mmorpg'S. Okay, it's also done with some new hit splat. So we'll have a look at that in a second. For now, we'll do the cooking here, as we're pretty happy with the fire making animation. Was the hit splats pushed in the latest update? Let's have a look. Or will I have to rebuild? Yeah, see, look, it's better. It's much better. Like the shield, I like the shield. That was my idea. I don't like the fact that it appears over the player's head, but you kind of get what I'm going for. The HP bar, it updates. Is it too early? Let's see. It updates too quickly, right? Yeah, it updates too quickly. So that's some feedback for Claude right there. Well, there we go. We've got the little icons. You can now close your inventory and open it again. That's nice. We're going to now test the new sword animations. So this is quite a big one. I'm not sure if it's updated. Because I don't know if it's changed, to be honest with you. I'm going to try and rebuild the server one more time and we'll see. So I guess this is the new animations. I'm not sure I noticed too much. And the sword is not facing the right way. I interrupt this little development process to show you my beautiful doggo. Who's a good girl? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Go on. Good girl. Good girl. Outside. Poopy outside. Good girl. So I've got a little puppy and we're doing training. She's learned to go outside. So she goes on the balcony and she has a pad to do her business on outside. So I just say outside and she runs outside. Okay, that's a bug. I shouldn't be able to start the dialogue. Wait, how did I do it like this? Yeah, okay, so the player should stop moving when a dialogue starts. Okay, yes, yes, yes. I'm just going through this dialogue because I know he gives me XP for completing this quest. There we go. I think I bugged it. Did I bug it? Yeah, there is another bug request. If you cancel a dialogue when you're returning items, it detects that you haven't returned items. But I only just wanted the attack XP so I can go kill a skeleton. Mainland. We're going to go back to the mainland that we worked on earlier. Yes. We have a basic skeleton here. It should be moving, but it is another bug. Now, the skeleton is quite considerably harder to kill. It's a level 6. But I am level 10, so it should be okay. And I've got a bronze sword. I want to see... Oh. Well, I died. Actually, I just wanted to see the death animation of the skeleton, but I died. So we're going to come back, pick up my stuff. Yeah. Let's see the death animation, please. Very cool. Very cool. I love it. Okay, amazing. And then he just respawns instantly. I think this skeleton has some issues. Okay, we're ready to test now again the fishing. Let's have a look. Okay, that's much better. So now it actually lifts the arm up a bit higher and the rod does go behind shoulder level. So I think we're going to call that okay for now. There is still the scroll on the inventory, which I was supposed to get rid of. And also if you right click stuff, the menu pops out behind. So we're going to fix that now. So apparently the cooking animation and the fishing animation is done. Now the player seems to hold the sword kind of wrong. Okay, that's interesting. So we'll have to have a look at that, but apparently it's also fixed the combat with the sword, so it may have fixed that and introduced a bug. We'll have to have a look. In the meantime, let's cook. So we'll start a fire. With a beautiful fire making animation. And we will use the fish. Oh, it's so good. I don't like how the axe keeps showing up. Let's, hang on, let's just remove the axe from our inventory. Catch a few more fish. Oh yeah, we've also made changes to how skills are displayed, similar to OSRS as well. What I can do is I can remove, when they try to cook, I can remove the item they're equipped and say you need both hands free. Okay, the fire's gone out. You need both hands free to be able to cook. I think that's an easy solution in the meantime. Okay, cook. So he places the fish on the fire. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad, I guess. We'll take it. We'll take it. It's okay. We are ready. Took a while. It's now midnight, but we are ready to test the new cooking animation. So, let's go. First, yes, let's start a fire and cook. Oh my god, did you see that? Wait, I need that burnt fish was kind of in the way. How do I get... I can't pick it up now. Yeah, there was a burnt fish. It's kind of stuck under the fire. But he places the fish on the fire. He picks the fish up and puts it in his pocket. Beautiful. Beautiful, guys. I'm not sure if the fishing is ready, but you may have noticed I've made some changes a bit to the UI. New UI icons. Not sure how much I like some of them. Like the levels, I mean, I didn't like the previous levels. I think it looks too much like a connectivity bar. Don't really like the quests as a flag, and the player friends should be green. Other than that, it's not bad, I guess. Also, we got new skill icons. Something I haven't thought about is mining. I think we should really think about how we introduce mining to the game, maybe in the forest. But yeah, I don't think the sword is... Oh, the sword is fixed. Okay, let's try an animation. Okay, well, I think we're just going to leave it there for the sword for now, and we're going to revisit it maybe tomorrow. There's still a lot of improvements to be made, but I'm pretty happy with a lot of the animations that we've worked on in this session. I think that maybe... Is the fishing ready? Fishing is not ready. Okay, well, we'll wait a bit longer just for the fishing, and then we will... Oh, it's still working on the sword. Okay. So, yeah, we'll wait. The last animation of today. The fishing. He pulls the rod out. There's a fish. He catches it with his hand. Okay. It's not bad. It is not bad. It's better than what we is very small that it looks bad on the frog. So we'll go to hey. I'm happy with that for now. Awesome. Like, subscribe, comment, everything as usual. And hope you enjoyed this episode of Can I Make a MMORPG using AI? It's late here. It's midnight. I'm going to watch Brazil win against Norway, and I'll see you in the next one.